Morning, good thanks and you welcome everyone to the final round of the MX5s, but round 8 of 9 for the wheel-to-wheel season. So it's coming up to Christmas fast, but 2 rounds left. So here we have it, the MX5 round trial mount. So hop aboard and show you how we do it. So I'll try and explain this first sector, first few corners, as best I can, but it is all about feel. So you're going up in the 5th gear, and then just after the tyre barriers start here on your right, you're kind of getting your right wheels out onto the curbing, and then what you want to do, you want to start turning in, get that weight transfer and drop it down a gear, otherwise you'll run out of puff at the top of the hill. So turning in now, a little bit of a lift and down to 4th, and then it's all about balancing the throttle. So just coming up here, a little lift, don't go fully off, you don't want to fully unsettle the car, but you can cut these corners a little bit, so get used to that. And as you're coming down, over the top of the crest, as you start to head down the hill, you might need to just, again, get the lock on, and might just be another little half lift just before the apex, just so you know you're not going to run wide. And then it's all about the slow down shifts and keeping the rear steady for almost the rest of the track here. So yeah, instead of that GT3s where you'd be braking at the start of the tunnel, just bring it back to about here, about 20 meters before the tunnel. And just easy on the brakes, trail it in, down the 2nd, up the 3rd to get that rotation, bring on the throttle as soon as you can, get it all the way back to the left, and as you see the man there, the photographer on the rock on the left, on the brakes again, keeping the rear in check, down the 2nd gear, bring on the throttle as soon as you can, using all the track limits, keeping the car to the left, and just as the curbing's about to end here on the left, go a little bit left, and then throw it in right. So a little bit of brakes, not too much. Down the 2nd, up the 3rd for rotation, and then, like most other cars, at the start of this tunnel, a little dab of the brakes, get the car going towards the apex here, and you can get the car on the dirt, on the power, as soon as possible here, and carry that momentum all the way down the straight. So you can have a bit of a break here, a lot to analyse in that first sector, or first half of the track, but yeah, it doesn't get any easier. So find that if you hold 4th gear down this straight, you actually, gain more time. So once you're about up to 200 kilometers an hour, make sure you no stopping on this straight, according to the sign there. But yeah, you'll hold more speed if you hold the gears down here. So I'm looking at the yellow turn-in sign here again. So I'm about to go onto the brakes again. Be careful when your gear changes down here. This is one corner that's really easy to get the rear just sliding out all over the place, so be careful here, but kind of slightly angle in, fully on the brakes, and then trailing the brake off, got a little bit of a slide down there, down the 2nd at the apex, up in the 3rd, get good traction out of it, use all the track width, keep that momentum going. You're coming up here and you want to basically straight line these 2 corners. As you're at the top of the rise, start to go on the brakes, slow on the downshift, 2nd, up in the 3rd, keeping that momentum going, coming down the hill, about halfway down the hill, on the brakes here, start to get the car going in, you want to get the wheels on the yellow, 2nd, up in the 3rd, keeping the car tucked right against the fence here, and just as it starts to flatten out here, hard on the brakes, down in the 1st very briefly, and then what you want to do is, once you get the rotation, up in the 2nd, and just balance your throttle here, half throttle, 3/4, keeping that momentum going again. So momentum's the key, as it always is with the MX5. But yeah, there you go, there's a lap, and again, as usual, hope you enjoyed it. It's a 205.8 there, so again, possibly a 10th or 2, you know, bits and pieces in it, depending on the weather, all that type of stuff, but hopefully that's a good guide for you. Remember just to keep the rear steady around here. Otherwise you will lose a lot of time and keep momentum up. But yeah, as usual, give the video a like if you like what you see, and yeah, I'll leave you to it. Second time's up, bottom right hand corner, probably still up, and yeah, now you have the lap without me talking, which is probably the better one to look at, especially when you're looking at where I've placed the car and where you can cut. So yeah, enjoy. Cheers everyone.